Before I tell you guys a little bit about me, I would love to tell you a bit about my dad. Um, my dad's name was Earl Linson. He was an entrepreneur from Toronto, Canada, where I'm from. And he is my role model. He was my role model. We unfortunately lost my dad in a battle with cancer last year, coming up on 1 year now. But he was a food entrepreneur and taught me everything I know, and a big reason why I got into the food business. My dad had these two sayings that I want to share with you, and hopefully they connect with you as they have connected with me. First, he'd say, Joe, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And this is something I cherish every single day, especially in the hospitality business. Being nice is everything to every stakeholder in the community. Second, he would often say, Joe, in order to be successful, you have to fail first. You learn from your mistakes. And boy, was he right. My entrepreneurial journey has not been linear. There have been ups, there have been downs, and I'd love to share those kind of all with you now. My first entrepreneurial endeavor happened when I was 15 years old. I was attending Upper Canada College in Toronto. And a part of the entrepreneurship group there, we decided to set up a crepe stand. Had no idea I'd be getting into food later in life, but it was a great way to test the waters. We opened at lunchtime at our outside of our cafeteria and started selling crepes. Got a crepe maker, got eggs, got flour, got Nutella, got bananas. We were ready to go. We had no idea, but we sold out within an hour. We had made $500 for charity, and that was a ton of money. It is a ton of money, and sure enough, we thought we figured it out. The next day, we came back, had 2 crepe makers, doubled our inventory, and sold out again. What happened next was my first failure. I got an email from our school's food provider telling me to cease and desist, stop selling crepes. Surely we assured them, they're like, hey, it's for charity. But no, they shut it down, and we failed. I was crushed. I thought I was figured this out, and suddenly it's all gone. From this, I learned something very important. I learned the importance of accessibility. And this is a key theme that will carry on throughout the talk. My next failure happened when I was 17. I started a shoe company with my buddy, Alex, who went to Stanford for physics. And we were traveling to Peru with a school trip, and we saw how people's lives were affected by not having access to electricity. So we thought it was a brilliant idea to make a shoe that creates power. It's called PowerSole. Sure enough, it didn't work. But this failure taught me so much about business: how to start an LLC, how to put together a pitch deck, how to get investors, and how to fail publicly. It's really hard to fail, but you learn so much more from your failures than you do your successes, like my dad said. Fast forward to 2011. I am a first year at UVA, really excited to be on grounds. This is the most amazing place in the world. And I noticed something really weird. I noticed that it was easier to find pizza at 2 a.m. than it was to find spinach at 2 p.m. And that was kind of like a weird moment, because Charlottesville is an incredibly health-conscious community. And back then, there was pretty much nothing. It was a food desert. So in 2015, a few friends and I, Alberto, Alvaro, and Jung, started Roots Natural Kitchen, based on a simple idea: let's make healthy food more accessible. We quickly expanded, opening up at the University of Delaware in 2016, and then in 2017, I opened up Corner Juice with my family, based on the same idea: how can we make healthy food accessible? What is accessibility? Accessibility to us is an acronym that we've made. It's called FADS: fast, affordable, delicious, and sustainable. Let's break it down. Fast. Students and people are busy. There's often this idea, right, that fast food isn't healthy food. When I say fast food, a lot of you probably think burgers, fries. We're trying to bridge that gap and make healthy food fast. Next, affordable. When we started, our whole menu was under $10. If healthy food isn't affordable, it can't be accessible. It can't be something that you have daily in your routine. So, of course, our menu prices have changed over the last few years with tariffs, all sorts of global factors, but we're constantly trying to bring our prices down in order to keep healthy food affordable. We use economies of scale, buying groups, and work with local vendors in order to try and give our customers the best value possible. Third is delicious. If it doesn't taste good, you don't want to eat it. So at Roots, we partnered with chefs who curated our menu, and at Corner Juice, we set up basically a science experiment for everything. We'd have a hypothesis, right? Okay, let's try 5% ginger. All right, that's not enough. 10% ginger, that's too much. All right, we found our sweet spot at 7%. We did that with every single menu item and really worked with our customers to try and figure out what tastes best. And we're constantly growing and evolving to reinforce that. Last, and certainly not least, is sustainable. If our business isn't sustainable, it doesn't work. The definition of sustainability, meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. We use compostables, we use glass at Corner Juice. Not only is it better for you, but it's better for the environment. And that's super important if we want healthy food to be accessible in the long run. Along this journey of entrepreneurship, we have failed countless times. We make mistakes every single day. I encourage you as students to try. As my dad said, the biggest failure you can make is not trying. If we make the best choices, the easiest choices, we don't actually have to change behavior, but ultimately what we'll do is be able to change lives. Thank you all so much, and go Hoos.